On the occasion of the 96th birth anniversary of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev, President Ilham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, family members, state and government officials came to the Alley of Honor to pay tribute to the nationwide leader. Not everyone is destined to live in the memory of the people after passing away. People remember and keep alive only those whom they love. Heydar Aliyev will always be dear for his motherland, people for his valuable deeds. This great personality is a great Azerbaijani who with his deeds went down in the history when he was alive. There are no time or space restrictions for talented persons, great personalities. They are beyond time and space. This has been proved centuries ago. Time also proves that the history of the world is the biography of great personalities. Heydar Aliyev's biography is the history of Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan's history is his biography. No one throughout the history did for Azerbaijan what Heydar Aliyev did when he was in power. He went on in Azerbaijan's history as a unique leader, mighty head of state and selfless person. Because he promoted Azerbaijan all over the world, brought the world to Azerbaijan. He lived to protect Azerbaijan. He established Azerbaijan to keep it alive. Thanks to his bright wisdom, Heydar Aliyev became the nationwide leader of Azerbaijan and one of the giants of the global politics. Therefore, Azerbaijani people are right to be proud of this great person. My goal has been only to serve the Azerbaijani people I love most of all, our statehood, our country's economic, political, and cultural development, said Heydar Aliyev, who with his might, wisdom, and sagacity brought Azerbaijan to a worthy place in the world both during the Soviet times and in the years of independence. He was one of the most influential politicians of the former USSR. Therefore, they invited him to Moscow, saying that Azerbaijan is small for you, the Union needs you. But there he faced the betrayal of insidious Gorbachev, who envied him. Then he returned to his motherland. This return was much more grandiose. Great and sacred Azerbaijan appeared for a second time at will of the people, who awaited him with hope and confidence. He came alone, but could bring together millions around him around one flag. He persuaded everyone with his might. His words came true with his actions. Azerbaijan passed through the process of state building rapidly, because the basic principles founded by the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev were fulfilled properly. Thanks to the merits of the great politician, the ideas like statehood, Azerbaijanism, secularism, modernism became part of the society's vision. Heydar Aliyev with his activity created a mechanism of transmission to the democratic society in Azerbaijan, successfully coped with the historic mission to shape an independent and democratic society. With its concept based on powerful state, effective economy, and free manufacturers, the nationwide leader wrote golden pages in the history of independent Azerbaijan. The years he ruled Azerbaijan went down in history as the era of national renaissance. This unarmed person on the political arena built powerful Azerbaijani army, achieved ceasefire, revived economy, laid the foundation of a great oil era in our country. He did much in Azerbaijan's modern history. The years Heydar Aliyev ruled became the golden age of Azerbaijan's history, culture, science, and education. This great son of the Turkic world also established a powerful statehood school. Heydar Aliyev was a leader who skillfully realized the most complicated historical processes, did not lose patience even in the hardest situations, properly assessed the global geopolitical change, accurately evaluated the benefits of his people, and stayed with his wisdom and experience. President Ilham Aliyev laid a wreath at the grave of the nationwide leader. The head of state and members of his family paid tribute to the national leader's spouse, outstanding ophthalmologist academician Lady Aliyeva. Tribute was also paid to the great statesman Aziz Aliyev and outstanding doctor Tamerlan Aliyev. Azerbaijan state and government officials visited the nationwide leader's grave and paid tribute to him. The path of independence of Azerbaijan was full of the most difficult tests. In the early 90s, the foundations of sovereignty of Azerbaijan were not strong enough. The socio-economic crisis in the country, civil confrontation, transformation of Azerbaijan into a kind of proving ground for foreign intelligence agencies threatened its independence. Errors in foreign policy have had a negative impact on Azerbaijan's participation on the international system of relations. On the other hand, the unreasonable claims of Armenians to Nagorno-Karabakh, which is a native land of Azerbaijan, put the country in a complex situation. Azerbaijan lost two-thirds of its production potential, GDP fell significantly, foreign trade turnover declined, and not a single manat was invested in the economy of the country. The desperate people saw their salvation only in Heydar Aliyev. The return of the great leader to power gave strength to Azerbaijan. It ensured the participation of the country in the system of international relations, bolstered the geopolitical and economic significance of the country. With the May 1994 ceasefire in the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, a period of stability, development and progress began in Azerbaijan. Heydar Aliyev saved Azerbaijan statehood from fiasco, Azerbaijani people from disasters. He strengthened Azerbaijan's statehood, rescued it from betrayers, attempts of coup d'etat, and revolt, directing it to revival and development. Thanks to him, the Azerbaijani people regained self-confidence. He guaranteed stability and welfare. Heydar Aliyev became the founder of a unique school of politics. Every Azerbaijani saw in the national leader such features as rationality, wisdom, determination, sagacity, realism, and innovativeness. Heydar Aliyev will serve as an example for future leaders of Azerbaijan. The people will compare him with all the leaders they will elect. For the continuation of Heydar Aliyev's policy over many years, many decades, is the greatest guarantee of the progress of the Azerbaijani state. As long as our country follows the path of development laid by this great politician, the era of statehood of Heydar Aliyev will continue, and there will be numerous discussions about the true place of this path in the history of Azerbaijan. But the main thing is that there is no real alternative to this path. Azerbaijani people are proud of Heydar Aliyev. Heydar Aliyev, with his might, wisdom and sagacity, brought Azerbaijan to a worthy place in the world both during the Soviet times and in the years of independence. He was one of the most influential politicians of the world. Therefore, Heydar Aliyev is respected in the most influential political circles of the world. Heydar Aliyev, as a real leader, delivered Azerbaijan truth to the entire world. Only after Heydar Aliyev returned to power, Azerbaijan realized its geopolitical capabilities. Thanks to his political wisdom, Azerbaijan left behind the danger of isolation from the international community. Azerbaijani leader always had a say on the global political processes. Heydar Aliyev dedicated all his life to the protection of the Azerbaijani people's interests. Therefore, he founded a powerful Azerbaijan. He worked out and implemented Azerbaijan's development concept. Azerbaijan, currently the strongest state of the region, was shaped due to the development process started during Heydar Aliyev's presidency. The attention Heydar Aliyev paid to various spheres of our citizens' lives was observed in Azerbaijan's progress. The nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev, who successfully coped with such important tasks as to achieve the firmness of Azerbaijan's independence, to gradually estrange it from the sphere of traditional political influence, effectively used political and cultural relations for the interests of independence, achieved to ensure our country's peculiar place in the system of relations between the East and West. The nationwide leader pursued a diversified and balanced policy without touching the fundamental interests of the regional states. The sense of Armenian-Azerbaijani conflict and Nagorno-Karabakh problem, truths on Azerbaijan were delivered to the entire world, and the international public opinion changed in favor of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, with its policy, was promoted as a peace-loving, civilized country. Much was done to build mutual and bilateral relations with the biggest countries of Europe and the world. Economic and strategic interests of the West, ways to bond them with Azerbaijan were studied. Significant achievements were gained in this area. Thanks to the brilliant political mind, Heydar Aliyev created a new Azerbaijan, its current realities, and set the way leading to the future. He became the national leader because his moral qualities were intertwined with the talent of a politician and thinker. You can be in opposition to the authorities, but it is unacceptable to oppose your people. The motherland is high moral qualities, the great leader said, repeatedly confirming these words with his actions. That is why the entire era of Azerbaijan's history is connected with the name of Heydar Aliyev. The main idea of this era is Azerbaijanism.